Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast that never sleeps. I'm Cameron, and with me always is Jared. Let's hear it for him.
Let's hear it for him, guys. Let it go. Yeah. There he is.
Good dude. So today is the final day of No Sleep Month.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jared, we want to tell the people what No Sleep Month is?
Is that what's on screen over there?
Over here is what's on screen.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. Yeah, No Sleep Month is October. We've got Halloween, right? So we do all of the scariest topics we can think of. Last year, we went really deep into like the monsters and the creepy crawlies. This year, it's been more about real horror. The real life stuff that can really scare you or kill you. Same for today. Today's topic is extremely scary, and I think something almost everyone can relate to or has some experience with. Yeah.
Which is?
Camping.
Camping horror stories.
After this, you will probably never want to go camping again. And if you need an excuse to get out of going camping, I'm going to give you all of the ammo you could ever ask for. I'm going to give you every good story to tell to get out of the next camping trip because, oh my God.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it is part 5 of No Sleep Month. And yeah, we've done alien abductions. Do you hear something?
Yeah,
in the
alien
background?
abductions is horrible. Oh my God.
We did alien abductions. What is playing? Oh, your thing's still playing.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm like, why do I hear myself? We did alien abductions. We've done hotel horror stories. We did military paranormal experiences.
Yeah, that was fun.
A lot of fun episodes this month. So, yeah, I say we jump into the spooks, the scares, and the
get ready, guys.
The goofs, the gaffs.
Scary camping stories.
Let's do it.
Real life
October,
stuff.
we do No Sleep Month.
It's back, baby.
It's back. And
No Sleep Month is back.
it sounds like something I would make up. It really does.
A ghost, a ghoul, a goblin, a monster, a werewolf.
That of the spooky, the surreal, the paranormal, the scary.
Yeah, now the kid's looking at it.
We got some fun stuff planned today. We got some goods. Good No Sleep Month is back, baby, and better than ever. So, as you said, we got scary camping stories, and it's not just, you're not just going to talk about, ooh, these guys walk in and they saw a demon monster.
No, I wish that's what it was.
I'm going to get into some paranormal and creepy,
Yeah.
potentially demon monster stuff.
Yep.
But you got real, horrific, terrifying camping stories.
Yep.
And I think this shirt... what did I get it? I got it for the Bigfoot episode or for Missing 411 because we've done an episode about everything.
Yeah.
But so I think it was fitting for this as well, right?
Hey, GL. Yeah, no, that's great. If you've ever seen any of the Missing 411 stuff, whether it's on our channel or not,
Well, make sure.
I mean, what a phenomenon.
Dude, how would me explaining it to people? They're like,
Yeah.
what?
Right?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, people that don't know about it, when they hear about it, they're like, oh,
They're like, wait, they didn't document the missing people?
Right.
Like, no.
So I got to tie
where
a
I
rope
start.
to my child when we go camping, basically, because
And don't look away.
Nope, you can't. Something will try to get your attention. Yeah. The stories are horrific.
Yeah. Chase said the No Sleep Month intro was so sick.
Yeah, I love
it's
that.
the best when shows theme the whole show around Halloween during October. Happy Halloween, folks. Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween for sure. And
sure. Yeah.
it's definitely my favorite holiday. But all right, Jared, so let's start with the spooks, the scares.
Yeah. So like you were saying, I'm going to tell scary true crime stories.
Oh,
So these are camping true crime stories. I'm going to let you know right off the bat, some of this stuff is extreme. It's not for children. These are true crime stories about people that went camping. And some of these stories are as recent as this month. So,
Oh, geez.
yeah. But get the
right.
little ones out of the room for this because we're going to get into some really rough topics here.
I like it. Felicity, yo, what's up? All right, so story number 1. Give it a good title, too. Give me a good title.
Yeah, well, I was just going to start title it with his name, Dustin Kjersem. Have you heard
Great
about this? It's
title.
been all over the news.
Oh, this is the recent one?
Yeah. So 35-year-old man, and I have a picture of him. Let's throw it up.
Okay.
And this one's interesting. So they're still trying to figure out what happened with this guy, but he's been in the news. He's been in the news recently. He went out camping. 35-year-old guy,
First mistake.
good health. And nobody hears from him for a few days. So his buddy goes looking for him at the campsite, finds him dead. And when he finds him, he's ripped to pieces.
Oh, jeez.
So they're like grizzly attack.
It was that fish.
Right? Yeah, there you go.
Payback.
A bear attack for sure. Had to be. The way the scene was, it was so brutal. Gruesome, it had to be a bear attack. And then they realize as they do the autopsy and then they check the scene and crime scene investigators get involved that it was actually homicide. There was an axe found nearby. But
a human chopped him off.
Somebody went to while he was sleeping in the middle of the night in his tent and brutalized him so bad that people thought he was
a bear attack.
Yeah, that he was ripped to pieces, ripped to shreds by a bear.
Where did this happen?
I have a video, so let's play that and it'll give us the details. This is straight from the news. Like I said, this has been a big story. A lot of people go camping around this time of year. People go camping all year long, but when it gets cool out and it gets beautiful out like this, camping ramps up. National parks get a lot more visitation. And when you go to these places, you better be prepared.
What's the TS?
On this one, just play it from the beginning.
You got it. Cowboy. I don't want to say that.
On the investigation into the brutal death of a Belgrade man. 35-year-old Dustin Kjersem was found dead in his tent at a campsite off of Moose Creek Road near Big Sky on October 12th. At first, a bear attack was suspect, but it soon became clear Kjersem was the victim of a horrific attack. The sheriff's office has already asked the public for any information in the case. Now they have some specifics. In a press release, the sheriff is asking people to be on the lookout for these items they believe were taken from the campsite where Kjersem was found.
That's what they use.
An Estwing blue and silver axe,
his
a
own
Remington
stuff?
12-gauge shotgun,
Dude,
a Ruger
that's
Blackhawk
wicked.
revolver, and an orange
guy had a gun
Yeti
on him.
cooler. More specifics about these items can be found over on our website.
So that means they did it while he was sleeping.
If you have any information about these
Yeah.
Right?
What V-holes? You keep going? Oh, that's it. That's the end of the video.
Why is that up there?
items of the murder,
okay.
you're asked to call the
Just a
Gallatin
picture.
County
Yeah,
Sheriff's.
what do you...
Well, I didn't know because it was a child all of a sudden. I'm like, well, who's this?
Yeah, what's going on?
So right off the bat, going camping alone, it's fun. I get it. You want to be one with nature.
Yeah.
Who
I don't. I'm
commits an
chilling.
act like this? Does this seem personal to you? Do you think someone targeted him? Or is this the most horrific thing ever, which is just a random act of violence?
The fact that he's can't... Yeah, it could be either one, really. Which is even better? I don't know. If you know the person, and then so it's a crime of passion, you're like, he'll be alone camping, that's when I'll get him.
Yeah.
Or
There's
just...
a chance.
I think it's worse if it's just some crazy son of
Drifter.
a gun. Some
So
drifter
he used
saying,
his own weapons.
Oh, look.
He used his stuff.
Look at this.
So he didn't come prepared for this. That means he went in there, saw what he had, grabbed the axe because of the brutality of the situation, and just...
because the guy had a gun. He wanted brutality.
Right. He could have, if he was awake and aware, he could have fought back, or whatever. But because he didn't, we know that it was probably... He unzipped the tent while the guy's sleeping.
My worst
Goes,
nightmare.
looks around while the guy's right there, inches from him asleep, and sees he has this axe. Takes the axe, and instead of just taking things and leaving, which he probably could have done and gotten away with it, if the guy didn't wake up from him, right? Instead, he decides, I'm not just going to take his stuff. I'm going to do this to him and then take his stuff.
How does it feel when people take your stuff?
Yeah, that's great.
So good.
Iron Man 2.
Yeah. So first, GL, Given Life said, he said, don't go up the stairs. That's funny. That's why you keep your gun on you and your dog. And then Chase said, oh yeah, Given Life, I even give my dog a gun.
That's great. Yeah. You can train dogs to do pretty much anything.
Yeah. Hey, if this dude had a dog, maybe he'd be all good.
Yeah. The dog would have alerted him. He would have woke up. He would have had the gun.
I actually have a video of a dog potentially saving a man from some spooky stuff.
Dogs are great. Yeah.
Dogs are the best.
Yeah. When they talk about like the missing 411 people, they always say, if you have a gun, if you have a GPS, let people know your route, how long it's going to take you, where you're going to be specifically,
and bring a
sat
dog,
phones, and all. I mean, they tell you everything you need, and even people that have all of those things, they still can go.
We actually, in our first Missing 411 episode, Princess gave a list of all the things you should have.
Yeah, there's a princess list.
The princess list to avoid getting abducted by fifth dimensional beings. Who knows what?
Yeah.
But okay, so R.I.P. to our boy right here.
I heard, just because you brought it up
so
now,
sad.
I heard a really interesting theory about what aliens could be. And I thought this was just the greatest thing I've ever heard.
Okay.
So what this scientist, he came to the conclusion, he's a psychologist, and so he studies the mind. And he also studies the paranormal and specifically the UFO abduction phenomena. And he said what he thinks it is it's some sort of plasmoid projection of our own subconscious. And it's a deep-rooted thing that all human beings have about our eventual evolution to these cold, small... no muscle mass, where we're headed as a species, that cold and just take you, and we operate and take what we need, and we show no emotion, and like
it's us projecting the worst parts of ourselves, or
of what we think we're going to become,
what we fear we will be.
Where we're headed as a species, that deeply rooted in our subconscious, we know that this is what we're going to become.
So I always thought
we create it.
Ghosts that's a possibility for ghosts.
Yeah,
is it's our own like subconscious projected onto.
Yes.
Like I'm so scared if that door were to open right now. You know what I mean? Shit like that. So I don't know.
There's a lot of cool theories out there for
real
stuff
quick,
like this.
I just watched Interstellar.
Okay, that's a good one.
No, it's a freaking fantastic movie.
I know. It's
I didn't even realize how good it was.
Yeah.
Until I just watched it.
Well, every time you watch it, it's better.
I shed a tear, my friend.
Oh, I'm sure.
I shed a tear. Dude, when he comes back and Murphy's like an old lady, I'm like, he lost so much time. But all the time, but he didn't get to see that and go out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was tough. But, all right. So let's get into another story.
Yeah.
And I hope it's not about a young woman, or else I'll be very upset.
Okay, I'll skip that one. No. This one, oh, what a case.
Damn it.
So this is a young girl. Her name is Lauren Agee. And she goes out partying and camping with a group of friends. So she's got friends with her. And yeah, I do have a picture of her. Sweet girl. I have a video that describes her and her personality, what she was like.
Oh, God.
But she was
a ray of
found,
sunshine that, made everyone around her happy, I'm sure.
She was
a great
found
person.
DOA on a camping trip. And initially they thought that it was possibly an accident. But the closer they look, the more it looks like it was not an accident.
Foul play.
So let's look at this video.
What's the TS?
On this one, I don't think there's
12.
Is it? Okay.
Remember?
Oh, you're right. 12.
Yeah.
You're right. 12.
You know how I know.
It's funny because the next one's 21. So
Reciprocals, baby. We love them. We love reciprocals on this channel.
Goes on a girl's getaway.
She was a ball of fire.
3 days of drinking, wakeboarding, and cliff diving at a lake party outside of Nashville. But it ends tragically when Lauren Agee is found dead, face down.
That's not
in
what
Florida.
I wanted.
And how she died is why we're sitting here.
Something happened up there.
Her friends claim she fell out of this hammock down a steep cliff. It's officially ruled an accidental drowning, but could it be murder?
I believe that there was foul play.
I know she didn't drown. People that drown sink.
A strange imprint on her chest that could hold up bombshell clues.
yeah, that's
And
actually
why
a
have all
problem with
three people with whom she
they don't sink.
No, yeah, that's why
Right?
people tie cinder blocks to them
Yeah,
and
they
shit.
drill holes in the bones.
You know too much.
Yeah,
You gotta
saying.
chill, my boy.
was partying.
At least chill what you say on the internet live.
Yeah.
gone silent.
They all pled the fifth.
Today,
So
Anna
that's
Garcia
strange,
investigates
right?
the mystery
Wait.
of the lake.
Nobody helped?
So all her friends that were there, they say she fell out of this hammock in the middle of the night
And
down
drowned.
this, and then she drowned.
And that's that.
That's that.
And
But
I won't say
then
anything else.
they start looking, and it looks like there might be foul play here. So then all of the kids that were with her
Plead the fifth.
lawyer up and plead the fifth, and they won't talk.
Why?
Yeah,
What are you hiding?
If there was nothing to hide, right? Or if it really truly was an accident,
give them all the info.
Exactly. Help as much as you can.
So I went to bed at midnight. What else? What other questions?
Right.
Did I hear any screaming? Nope. Did I? No. Yeah, I would help as much as I could.
Right. Now here's where that can be troublesome. If you feel like you're a suspect, then it is advised that you get a lawyer.
No, just have a lawyer in the room.
Yeah.
And then that's that. So I won't incriminate myself in some weird way by some backward talking or some mental gymnastics.
But once you say something, you've said it, right? And sometimes we've seen in other investigations. I'm not saying
best
it's true
to just
here,
keep your mouth shut. Yeah.
But sometimes if they want it to be you, they're going to make it you. So you got to be careful.
It's simple with cops. If they think it's the brother, they're gonna find out they're right.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's so true.
It's true. So you got to be careful. Yeah, if they want it to be you, they're gonna make it.
It's true. I am going against everything I believe in. I honestly like when I watch these videos on YouTube of people they're like, man, I wasn't even there that night. Like, it's like, well, where were you then? All right, man. So I went to 7. I'm like, shut the fuck up. What are you doing? Shut up. Just shut up. Just say lawyer. And then when
So what do you think then here? What do you think the friends should be quiet? What does it look bad? I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, it's a bad look always, but fuck optics, because like you said, if you're innocent, you should still lawyer up and say, I got nothing to tell you.
Sometimes
they said, we believe she fell out of the hammock and drowned. Right. That's that. What else do they have to say? I mean, if they're like asking questions like, hey, did you hear anything? Was there arguing, infighting?
Yeah, exactly. What do you think they'd be hiding, if anything?
Yeah,
like
I don't know.
Were they all in this together somehow?
Yeah. Well, check this out. Here's the real horrifying part is if you're there and you're like, wait, maybe it was Jordan, like fucking
right,
or like you think it was someone that like actually, or there was foul play, and you're like, that's one of the homies. I know I wasn't involved, but like, dude, somebody in our group fucking for sure did it. That'd be horrifying.
That's scary.
So it's either they're all in on it,
right,
or
a lot of times they're all in on it.
Yeah, or it's like one of them and they're like, shit, dude, I don't want to incriminate Bill, so I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
Yeah.
Or
that makes you in on it, right? So if you know that somebody did something and you're don't
complicit,
talk,
you're an accomplice.
You're part of it.
Yeah.
And a lot of times that's what you see especially with young kids.
Yeah.
When they do something like this and someone gets killed, they all try and protect each other by not talking. Someone always breaks because they have a conscience.
Yeah.
And this is their friend, right?
Yeah.
But they could also be scared of the person that did it. What if one of them is a psycho? You know what I mean?
No.
So now you're afraid to talk.
People do talk because they have a conscience, but I just saw something great.
Yeah.
It was this dude. He's like, they're like, Billy, let's call him Billy. Billy, why are you still lying to us? We know you were there. What happened?
Yeah.
He's like, man, I ain't no fucking snitch, man. Like, bullshit. It ain't happening, blah, blah. And they're like, you're looking at a life sentence. And he's like, man, Trayvon did it.
Yeah, that's the best. Yeah.
Trayvon killed all 3 of them.
Wait. I'm taking the whole ride?
Yeah. They're like, you're looking at a life sentence. He's like, and he looks at the cops like, man, Trayvon killed all 3 of them.
Yeah, it's
like
too
just
bad, yeah.
immediately.
I wish I could have stopped it, honestly.
Yeah.
If I could have.
Oh, I was actually, I'm like, Trey, no. Yeah. It was crazy.
I only know this because he told me after the fact. Actually,
well, I was at home. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Actually, where am I? I don't even know. Yeah, just played dumb as shit.
Oh, man.
So Chase said, geez, don't let this guy become a detective. Uh-oh, folks, another murder. Look at that floating body. Yeah. 4th one this week. Looks like we got a serial killer.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, another floating body.
Yeah.
What an idiot.
That is a dumb
dead
thing
bodies
to say.
Don't float. What are you talking about?
Yeah, no, that's obviously like a family member or a friend that's trying to like armchair
play detective, who has no idea what they're doing or talking about.
Yeah, that's silliness. But ignoring that, again, so young people, they go out, they're drinking, they're partying and and this happens.
The shitty part is I was vibing. I was like, oh, yeah. Oh, they go, oh, let's go. And then they're doing this. I thought I was having
And
a good
then
time
Lauren
with
had
them.
to ruin it by
She's always been. No, I'm just kidding. No.
They
It's
say,
really horrible.
yeah, how great of a person she was. They
Dude,
always do that.
can
but
I be
still.
honest though? And,
Yeah.
and they always say that about people who have passed, but I swear only the good die young. She does look like a delightful human being. She doesn't look like
we missed, or the audience at least missed, like the video. She has like selfie videos that they show and stuff in the.
You want, dude? The audience can see it right now. Check this out.
Yeah, it kind of brings you into it a little bit more because you're like, oh, like she seems like this fun-loving.
Yeah, she does.
I'm Chris Hansen, right now on Crime Watch Daily from here in New York.
Yeah, you are. I'm Chris Hansen. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I like wieners.
A striking 21-year-old goes on a girl's getaway.
She was.
We needed to see
ball
that.
of fire.
The audience
3
needed that.
days of
There's
drinking,
more, but
wakeboarding,
it's
and
later
cliff
on,
diving at a lake.
It sounds like a lot of fun. And come on, who
Three
hasn't
people with
gone
whom
with
she
their
was-
friends to the lake to go, you know what I mean, to go enjoy yourself and crap.
Dude, yeah, like Lake Havasu. How dope was that? You would just walk from boat to boat.
It
and
used to
everyone's
be
just
fun.
partying.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that place used to be a blast.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm sure it still is
the
for
same.
people that age.
So we have I don't know. I think it's changed a lot.
Since COVID, bro.
It's gross. No,
Can't-
just in general.
Fucking boats can't be
Dude,
near each
MTV
other.
used to be there. I mean, it
Yeah.
used to be that fun, and so now it's.
What was the name of the bar there with the frog? What was it? I always want to call it like a turtle.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, the
yeah,
turtle. The naked turtle or some shit. What was it? Turtle shell.
Now you have me all
I
over the
fucked you
place.
up,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nope, I'm not gonna get it.
But
yeah, that
the
was
turtle. The crab.
You might have been better closer with the frog.
The bullfrog. Have a sushi. Anyway.
Have a sushi's great.
Yeah, that was dope.
Terrible.
It's a great name. Sushi, but
Yeah,
great name.
Great.
Very
name. It's
good. Marketing.
Clever. And they
Yeah.
have the real London Bridge there. They brought it brick by brick. Oh, I mean, that's interesting. Okay.
What?
The London Bridge. They have the London Bridge in Lake Havasu, the original. They actually brought it brick by brick and rebuilt the original London Bridge in Lake Havasu.
Yeah, because that's where you should put the London Bridge.
Isn't that funny? Well, it's
fucking
obviously
weird.
a tourist attraction, and it is a fun lake. It was a party destination.
Love,
for
do you
want
to go see the London Bridge in
Yeah.
Lake Havasu, Arizona?
Yeah. It's,
Fucking what?
uh,
Dude, I just put out a highlight.
yeah.
Oh no, I haven't put it out yet, but we've been putting out highlights if you guys haven't noticed. Pretty cool.
Yeah. Lots of fun stuff.
I'm doing one about Danielle Bergoli, Bad Baby,
Yeah.
and I'm talking about how, like, you know, she did the whole "Catch Me Outside." How about that? Put on like the accent, right? And then we were talking about, like, what if she actually like didn't talk like that? And you said, so when you get to the quantum level, this is when things start getting really interesting. It's fucking great. Like that's how
funny.
she was
Yeah,
and how
yeah,
she
yeah.
sounded.
I
But
would love
but
that.
your impression was, yeah. And when you bring things down to the quantum level, that's when things start to get interesting. It's just like the greatest sentence that she could ever speak in that.
I wish there was like an appearance fee. Oh, can't you do? There's an app for that. You pay like
Cameo.
somebody. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would be worth it, I think. Paying her to say
yeah.
that sentence
And
in
we'll
that
put it in the
voice and
fucking
video.
intro. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Dude, we might have to do that.
For Why So Mean. Like that would be, you know what I mean?
And dude, like have her like say, Danielle, please, like
Yeah.
do your best British.
Oh, come on. That would be
Dude,
worth it.
that's worth every penny.
Yeah, let's think about that.
What's the most we would spend on that? Reasonably.
She should not be charging any more, like for like a voicemail thing like that, like
Sure.
a recording. She should not be charging any more than maybe $60
But no, she will. And it's like video recordings.
Yeah.
So what? Like
for
$250.
1 minute. $60. Come on.
No.
You don't think she
I'm
would
sure
do that?
minimum. She doesn't get out of bed for less than a G.
You think?
Well, she's worth.
Because
a lot
there's
of
some
money.
big celebrities on there, and they'll record a voicemail for you for like $100, $120, something like that.
No.
She's not.
It's like your favorite wrestler from the 80s who was like third tier.
Yeah, he's like
will
$30.
Yeah. For,
The Whack Packers are charging like $40.
Beetlejuice is a good $150.
Yeah. He's expensive. That's true.
Yeah,
No, you know who's the most High Pitch Eric. High Pitch Eric has turned that into such an industry. He makes thousands a month doing.
You know who
recordings.
the smartest person to invest in? It would be Frank Caliendo. He does the best voices.
Yeah, he's
Dude,
funny.
he did a free. He's like, it was an Instagram like video. Story, and he's like, I'm gonna take this down in one day, so you guys better like record it or whatever. And he's like, it's a voicemail as Morgan Freeman. He's like, you have reached your friend. They can't come to the phone right now.
Yeah.
So and he did the whole thing, and then he
That's
took it down a
genius,
day
yeah.
later. It was super dope. But all right, let's get next story. What do we got?
So that poor girl, right? So
that poor girl.
Getting into more horrific vacation stories.
Yeah, let's hear it.
This next one, I want to just jump in with a video. These three gentlemen went out for some
You use the term
beach
lightly?
fun and camping and outdoors fun again. They're from Australia, so tough as nails.
Tough as nails.
But
wait, what's Australia?
they went to Mexico.
Down under. All right. Yeah.
These three guys, they went to Mexico and nobody knows what happened to them. So let's play this video. 21 seconds in.
They went to Mexico?
Yeah.
First mistake.
Baja, yeah.
First mistake. Okay, let's see what
That
we got.
was your first mistake.
This story is making news around the world tonight. Two of the surfers are brothers from Australia. Their disappearance has been front page news there for days. The third missing man is their friend from San Diego. And the news from Baja tonight is alarming.
She's so dramatic.
Yeah.
It's a search that has friends and family of three men worried from one side of the world to the other.
The search continues for two missing Australian brothers
So these
and their
guys-
US friend in Mexico.
If they
Brothers
can
Jake
get-
and Callum Robinson from Australia and
If
their
this-
friend
Or-
If this guy on the left, if anything
From
can
one
happen
side
to
of the
him,
world
we're
to
all
the
gone.
other.
Yeah,
The
we're
search
all in
continues
trouble.
for two missing
Okay,
that's
Australian
kind of the
brothers
point here.
and their US friend in
Nobody's safe.
Mexico.
brothers
Look at
Jake
this
and
guy.
Callum
This guy? If this guy is it, man, we're all screwed.
Dude, they're from like down under. Like there's
Tough as
so many
nails.
things there that want to kill you.
Yeah.
They should be able to get to Mexico and back, right?
Yeah.
Nope.
Especially this hunk of man on the left.
And then bodies surface and it's not them. So and it's just who knows what's going on. down
Robinson from Australia and their friend Jack Carter Road, who lives in San Diego, have been missing for a week. The three men were on a surf and camping trip just south of Ensenada in northern
Don't go
Baja. It's 70
camping.
miles from San Diego. But last Saturday, they disappeared.
I don't know how this
Up
works.
at a rented Airbnb in Rosarito. Today, authorities found three bodies near a remote stretch of the
Shit.
coast in Ensenada. It's the same area where they found the men's tents and burned out pickup truck Thursday.
No sabemos cuál fue la relación.
Baja California's chief prosecutor says investigators found evidence at that scene that could be connected to the
Yeah,
missing.
here's Mexico's chief prosecutor.
It could be connected.
It shows a cartel like put money in her while she's talking. The cartel puts
Yeah.
money in her fucking thing.
Yeah, some of the safest cities in the world are in Mexico because the cartel makes sure runs a tight ship. Like Vegas when it was ran by the Mafia.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. People didn't step out of line. 'cause, you know,
because there was real consequences, like horrific
Pull
ones.
your card, boy.
And that brings me to our next story. So
Segue, baby.
Lake Mead. Lake Mead has been losing a lot of water for a long time. When I first moved to Vegas, the water levels were so high, and we used to go, boating out there all the time.
Sure.
And you could even see the lines where, the water would. But,
Yeah,
oh
you'd
my
see the
God,
white-
now when you fly into Vegas, you see, the water line is what?
Is it really? It's low.
70 feet now? Yeah, dude, it's gone. It looks like it's about to be empty. But because these water levels are getting so low, it's starting to unearth some things.
Yeah.
So the Mafia, as we were discussing, used to run things out here in Vegas. Used to run everything, right? This was their town. And the way they solved some of their problems was Lake Mead. And I have a video here that talks about some discoveries made as the water levels started to go down.
Yeah.
So let's jump into that video. So
You know what they say is water levels decrease, human body remains
Yeah.
found increase.
and Lake Mead's a flooded. Well, they flooded a city to dam up to create the Hoover Dam and dam up that area. So there's like an actual city under that water, which is creepy in its own.
That's like
right.
Chicago, how like it burned down and they rebuilt on top of it.
Yeah,
So creepy.
they like people that go down there. It's the visibility is so poor because the
Yeah.
water is disgusting.
Oh,
but
yeah.
there's like a full church still intact, like under Lake Mead, and I've seen video of it. It's creepy stuff.
What?
Yeah, creepy stuff like that, like a whole town. But yeah, let's check this video out.
Yeah. Real quick, I was gonna say, dude, I blame most of these casinos for the water level. It's insane the amount of waste. They all have like.
We share this water with a lot of states.
Yeah, but I blame I blame us.
Just we're the problem.
Yeah.
No, we ship it off everywhere.
All right, is there a TS on this BS?
Nope. I think they're a few seconds in. Is when it gets
We turn now to a murder mystery after the discovery of not one but 2 bodies found when the water level in Lake Mead dropped dramatically. And it immediately raised suspicions for anyone who knows anything about the Mafia or just watched The Godfather.
2 sets of human remains.
The Godfather doesn't even take place anywhere near Las Vegas. This guy needs to check his movies. But does he mean
so
casino?
people that were out like fishing and camping, kayaking are the ones who made the discovery, and so that's where the camping tie-in is. So not only are you at risk, but you might also find things that you don't want to find.
And that dude, I hate that. Just hearing a lady was walking her dog. Thank God people walk dogs.
Yeah.
How many bodies have been found because someone was walking her dog?
Yeah.
But I never want to be that person. First of all, he was found naked and upside down, hanging from a tree.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be that guy, and everyone's taking pictures of my naked dead body.
Sucks, yeah.
Swinging from a tree, But anyway.
Were discovered in Lake Mead.
That would be
they
pretty
think
terrible.
it screams mob activity.
Right now, investigators trying to figure out whose remain paddleboaters found at Lake Mead. Police telling us there's no evidence of foul play here, but it begs the question, how many more bodies will be found now that the lake is at record low levels?
3.
So
Well,
stop
all
it
of this
there.
has been the talk of legal circles.
Stop it there. So they're speculating, right?
Dude, is that
Because-
the former mayor, or is that just some wannabe who looks
No,
like
I don't
him?
think that. I think that's just an attorney. Or it could be.
I
Goodman.
think that's Oscar, bro.
dude. He's
older than
old.
shit.
Yeah, this video's a couple years old.
Well, let me see if it says.
And mob circles. And we're joined now by
That's him.
Oscar Goodman, the
Oh,
former
brother!
mayor of Las Vegas, who for years represented an assortment.
Yeah,
represented all, Tommy.
represented the worst of the worst, baby.
Yeah. So they're speculating on how this could have. Is it mob activity? Well, the next video gives you a little bit more detail and confirms it.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
It just was somebody on the screen saying yes. This video confirms it.
Of organized crime.
Oh,
It's been 2 years
George
since
Knapp,
boaters
baby.
at Lake Mead found this barrel with an unidentified man's remains inside. And to this day, the coroner's office has yet to identify him. We've learned no family tested so far is a match to the murder victim concealed underwater for decades. Now, last year, Metro Police and the coroner released this FBI composite image of that man, who they believe died in the late 70s. Maybe it was the early to mid 80s. So if you have a tip that could help police, we have the information to contact them online.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The people said.
no, nothing.
So there you go. You got so confirmed just based on the clothing and based on the time of death and who they were. They're pretty sure it's a mob hit. And what's interesting is Lake Mead, camping at Lake Mead has been completely illegalized recently because of the amount of crime there. Just a couple of years ago, there was a couple that were found in their tent, massacred basically, and it's just random acts of violence like this where people are just being found in their tents. And it reminded me of one of the most famous serial killers of all time is the Zodiac. I mean, that's what he did, right? He would go to lovers' lanes like another killer we know, or he would go and people camping and out for the day or whatever, and he would hold them hostage, to rob them, and then eventually kill them.
When you said like another killer we know, which one are you talking about?
We compared the two serial killers, the Phantom.
Texarkana Phantom.
Yeah. Crazy stuff. But like I said, they've had to make it illegal in Lake Mead to go camping.
So you can't camp at Lake Mead anymore.
No,
That's
because
crazy.
there's too much crime. There's vandalism and other stuff going on because of the water levels revealing buildings and other stuff like that.
Sure.
But there's real crime happening there, so you can't camp there anymore.
Moida. And the bodies float, so you know it's Moida. But what about like if you take a houseboat, you want to go fall asleep on the water? Is that...
That's different.
How do you define camping?
They tell you like this area here you can't camp.
Okay,
they're pretty
right here. No,
right.
There's okay,
and they have
That's
patrols.
okay.
They'll drive
That's
up and they'll say, "You guys got to be out of here by X amount of time." Right? It's 6 p.m. We're closed. Get out. So they'll walk around and make sure that nobody's staying there. But it's just too dangerous. That's why.
You got to take your whole campsite down. 10, 9, 8. It's like, oh shit, we don't need more time. No, okay, cool.
No. So yeah, that one's close to home for us because this show's based out of Las Vegas. If you have camping stories of your own,
we don't live there. It's just based out of there.
Yeah, if you have camping stories of your own, please let us know. Throw them in the chat.
Yeah, for sure.
Make sure to like and subscribe if you like the content we're doing so far.
We have a great camping story that you told of your own on the channel.
I'll tell that.
I have one camping story that was just terrible. So I was a young lad. I was probably 6 or 7 years old, and I didn't know that lanterns weren't just like the kid fluorescent light ones.
Right.
I didn't know that there's some that had fires in them.
Gas fire. Yeah.
That contained a fire.
Yeah.
So we're camping. Yay! Everyone's having fun. Playing guitar by the lakeside, right? Enjoying themselves.
Boating and the whole thing. It was fun.
The whole 9. And I go to grab. Oh, let me.
The lantern by the bulb too, which is crazy.
Well, by the top.
You grabbed it by the top.
The top, which is probably the hottest part because it's metal burning. It's like the heat rises.
I didn't know. I thought you grabbed the glass.
No, I grabbed it by the very top, and so it felt like cold. And, it's burning. It's fucking burning out. So I didn't know. I'm like, oh, this is weird. And then I'm like, oh, my skin's on fire.
Yeah.
And so I dropped it, and I didn't want to sound like a vagine, and everyone was like, "Oh, there, my dad's there talking and chatting," and I'm like, "I just want to cry," and I go up to him and I'm like, "I think I burnt my hand." And then as soon as I get to the fire and I can actually see, I just see calluses start coming up.
Yeah.
And then that's when I lost it.
It would start bubbling up and everything.
Yeah, it was horrible.
I remember that. That was horrible. Yeah. We were almost, and because we were in the middle of nowhere, we were way out there camping at a place that we had.
Do you remember
to boat
this was at the Kjersem? Do you remember this?
Of course.
Yeah.
We had to get. We took a boat way out to an island in the middle of Lake Mead to go camping. So it's not like we were close to a road or even to the car where we could get you to a hospital or anything.
Yeah.
So we're just kind of out there, and you just got to handle it.
They just stuck my hand in the sand and said, "Deal with it."
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
that was horrible.
It was the worst. But I mean, it's better than better than
you made it out better than most of these people.
Better than poor Lauren Agee.
This next story's
for all you lovers out there.
Heartbreaker here. So this is the story of David Schuldes. Him and his fiance, her name was Ellen. They go out camping, the two of them. This is in the 70s. This is an old case, right? It's in Wisconsin. People don't hear from them, but they're supposed to be back, and they're not back yet. So they go looking for them, and they find their tent. And inside, the two of them were just found shot to death.
Great.
So somebody out in the middle of the wood. These people. It's just a couple camping. It wasn't linked to anybody specific. And for 50 years, it was a cold case. They just found this poor couple dead in their tent. What made it really sick was after the husband was shot, the woman, she had to go endure even, you could read
worst
between the lines.
ever.
Yeah. Well, it was probably the worst thing ever while her husband's laying there dead from what just happened. And after that, while she's getting dressed, he shoots her and ends her life there. So
a monster.
Whoever this was a total monster. The silver lining here is 50 years later, they caught the freaking guy.
Good.
This guy, and I can't say his last name, Raymond Van Uhoven.
I thought like out of a moral place.
No.
I can't say his last name. But no, it's hard to pronounce.
I want to say his name because F this guy.
Call him Pussy Vagine.
They were able, so they had DNA evidence, but it was the 70s, that they had kept intact all these years. So a cold case detective tricked him into getting his DNA somehow. So like giving him a drink or something and then taking the cup. And what?
Come over here.
What? Could you imagine? Yeah, it's not going to hold up in court.
What are you doing? For like 2 minutes.
It's not going to hold up.
Hey!
Well, they found he's 82 now. but they got him. They have him in custody. He says he's innocent, but the DNA evidence proved that he was the murderer. But 50-year cold case, and they got the guy.
Yeah.
But just a couple on a nice little camping trip alone.
Why?
And the most horrific thing has happened to them from a complete stranger.
Yeah.
That is true horror. In my opinion. This is the scariest thing.
That's a nightmare. Yeah. You go out, you and your lady, let's have a good camping trip, babe.
You are exposed. Murder. You're out there. You don't have walls.
You at your most
There's
vulnerable.
no locks. There's nothing to protect you. Once you're asleep out there in the wilderness, it's not just the animals.
You're literally at your most vulnerable.
Yeah.
You're surrounded by trees in the middle of nowhere, and especially if somebody has like ill intent, they win. I
had almost been the victim of this. When I went camping after that incident, we would always find camping.
After what incident?
So I had an incident where we went and set up a campsite late at night, and we brought guns with us. Yeah. And we're in the tent and we're asleep, and in the middle of the night, a truck. We hear like the wheels of a truck, like the tires over the dirt,
go round and
very
round.
close to where we're camped. And so I get woken up by my girlfriend at the time, and she says, "I hear." She says, "I hear like a truck outside." No, that's weird, right? So I peek out this little, like the little part of the zipper.
I'll do sound effects
so that they can't see that I'm looking at them, right? And I see a truck with a bunch of people in the back of it. It's probably like 8 people.
Yeah.
And they back up to where our campsite is, but a good like maybe 20 feet away, so they're not too close. And they have all their lights off. And I see them. Luckily, there was a nice bright moon that night. I see them jump out of the truck and start surrounding the tent. Okay? So this group of 8 strangers, and we're the only ones camping there, end up creeping towards the tent, and now we know we're in danger. Something's gonna happen. So my girlfriend at the time, she had a 9mm that she kept with her, right?
Yeah.
I had a 45 that I slept with on my holster, like on my chest, right? I had a shoulder strap holster. So I was asleep with that already ready to go, ready to rock and roll.
Just because you were camping, not always.
Just because you can bring a gun, you can bring guns to national parks. It's legal to do.
Sure.
So we always did. And we did for this reason.
Sure.
But just to be safe this time, I also brought a 12 gauge. And when we see what they're doing, we know that it's ill intent.
Yeah.
They start to slowly converge on the tent, right? And they're being quiet. They think we're asleep. They don't know we're awake yet.
Yeah.
So I grabbed the 12 gauge and she's ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
And nearly simultaneously, I rack the shotgun and she racks the 9mm. They hear that. It's dead silence. So all you hear is the sound of a shotgun and a pistol being racked from inside of this tent.
Yeah.
And they stop dead in their tracks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they start to slowly back away. And I'm like, here we go. It's time, right? If they come at us, we're going to have to defend ourselves. Like, this is a life and death situation. Yeah, they run back to the truck and they take off, and we pack everything up as fast as we can, and we get out of there as soon as they're gone.
Yeah.
But what happens if we don't hear the truck? What happens if we didn't wake up?
If you didn't have the guns, all of the
Or
above.
if we didn't have the guns, the guns.
That'd be
just
great.
The sound of the guns saved us.
You hear the car drive off, and then you get out. One guy like forgot to go with the gang. He's like, not my bad.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys pack up your shit. And
I'd be like, take off your shoes, and then I'll let you go. You know, you have to walk. What?
What were you thinking to do? Huh?
Yeah.
No, there's a great.
Make him walk with no shoes.
No,
in
I
the
get
woods.
it. Yeah. And then cut in between his toes. Ooh, that's
What?
a nightmare.
Oh,
Cut
yeah.
in between
Yeah.
toes. That fucks me up. But Shane Gillis has a great joke, sort of to my ridiculous joke. He's like, it would be great. I think he was talking about like Osama bin Laden or like some like terrorist or someone.
Okay.
And he's like, what we should have done is just have like a SEAL Team 6, like one of these, SEAL teams or whatever, come in and break in and then just jerk the dude off in his bed. And so he'd wake up and just see a bunch of like guys surrounding him.
But who? Wait, why? Who's the guy?
Like
Osama bin Laden?
like Saddam Hussein's son, like some prince.
Okay,
some
terrorist.
like
so one of the big targets.
Oh, like major target.
Okay,
yeah.
send in the SEAL team to do that.
Jerk him off. Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
Just to be like totally humiliating and be like, we can get to you whenever we want, and just be like, fuck it. And then just do it. And he's stuck there, and he's
sick.
like, and then when he's done, the SEAL team guy's like, queer, and like walks away. It's fucking so good, dude.
Oh my god.
Shane Gillis is
Okay.
genius.
Yeah. All right. So this next case, trigger warning. This is an awful story. Some horrible things. I'm trying to warn you of the dangers of camping, and I'm also trying to scare the shit out of you. So I hope that some of this is hitting home.
So
protect yourself.
If no sleep month, if we haven't been clear, don't join the military. Okay.
Well, or if you love ghosts and that kind of thing,
Join the military.
Join the military.
Yeah, yeah.
If you love UFOs, join the military.
So don't join the military. If you don't want any of this shit.
Yeah.
Don't join the military. Do not stay in a hotel. Do not go camping. Do not see owls or go into the middle of the woods.
Abduction, that's the one thing that you can't affect.
Yeah, you can't.
They just
don't
go.
sleep in your bed.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you gonna do? Yeah.
One of these cases I heard recently, the woman.
Wait, what am I missing though? That's
it.
4.
Abduction. That was it.
But
Yeah,
we're
an abduction.
on episode 5. Oh, then don't go camping.
You said
camping,
camping,
hotels, UFOs,
military, paranormal stories.
Oh, and don't use Ouija boards, kids.
Oh yes, that's right. Contacting the dead. Yeah.
right.
Oh my goodness.
So don't do any of that stuff if you don't want the worst things to happen ever. You don't believe me? Go watch this episode in the last 4. All right, next story. It's gonna be horrible. Let's go. Fuck.
So this is the Beaudette family.
Oh, I love them.
And there's a picture of the poor family.
They're beautiful, and I love them.
Yeah.
And this isn't okay.
No,
they are a beautiful family.
Yep. So
Shame,
this
for
is
sure.
they're camping just outside of LA.
Oh, look at those, the cutest little girls.
Yeah. So this whole family's camping outside of LA,
and they have a lovely time and go home.
Nope. For no reason at all. This psychopath shows up, and he slaughters the entire family. I think actually only the no, but everybody, nobody made it.
The children,
everybody. Yep. With this case, luckily they did find the guy. This guy,
Good.
Anthony Rauda. They found him guilty of second-degree murder. They proved that he did it.
Why second degree? Oh, it was probably like knocked down or something for.
Well, first degree is like when you're premeditated.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So he took the opportunity to kill this family for no reason.
But it would be premeditated regardless, because after you kill the first person,
they went for second degree for a
subsequent-
reason.
No,
they
I'm
must
saying-
not have had enough.
No, I'm saying they probably plea bargained it down.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they would only do that if they didn't have enough, right? There had to have been something where if they didn't have you dead to rights, because they would have went for the max here. This is one of the most horrific things you can think of.
Pretty awful.
Yeah.
It is like the most horrific thing you could do.
Yeah.
The last thing is the most horrific thing.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh,
Where you
yeah,
do that
that-
and that.
jeez Louise.
That's the worst
Yeah.
thing you could do.
But
killing small children is fucking crazy.
And this was the weapon here was a gun. Saying right outside of LA, Malibu Creek,
a huge major city.
Park, I think. Yeah,
it's insane.
Yeah, so
I can't look. At
you got
faces.
you got your family, you got your kids. You got to keep your family safe. Do research before you go somewhere. But what we're starting to see with these patterns on these missing 411 episodes and an episode like today is that there's really no method to the madness. That when you're vulnerable and you're out there in the middle of nowhere and we're so used to the protections of even a home, and even that, how many homicides are committed that way in homes. There's a ton, but out there, you're really on your own.
No, literally.
Yeah.
There's no 911 2 minutes away.
Nope.
Yeah, you're fine.
And even 911 at a house is what, 10 minutes is their best, I think. Yeah.
Who knows? In a major city,
You gotta protect yourself.
There's a lot. Who knows? I don't know what the time is, but yeah, these are horrible. So, but we're about to get into some paranormal scary videos.
Yeah. Yep. We've got one last story before we get into the scary video. So this is the true crime horror side of the show, and then we're going to get into the paranormal horror side of the show.
That's it.
All based around camping.
All the fears of camping.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this last one, this is the Beaudette, the Schmidt family.
Schmitties.
And I've got a picture of the Schmidt family. This happened in 2022. This made national headlines because, again, it was a family. The only survivor was the son. He lived, which is a great thing that at least somebody survived this. But they're
his life
vacationing.
is forever fudged.
Right? Yeah. And how old does he look there? I mean, 6, something like that. So he's probably going to remember some of this, which
his
is
sister,
awful.
who's very close in age to him, gone. His parents gone.
Yeah,
GL said he's watching The Day After Tomorrow. Cool. It's a fun movie.
Yeah. That is a great one.
Or is he saying he's watching this The Day After Tomorrow?
That would be wild.
Yeah.
Live.
Yeah. And then allow them places you don't have cell reception.
A lot of them places.
Yep.
Yeah, get Starlink. Do whatever you can just to protect yourself. If you're going to go do this, we just know that there are some dangers to this. Or just don't go. Like I'm at this point where I'm like, camping was fun and I used to love it. But after everything I know now,
I've never been a real camping kind of guy,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm not.
I used to love it. I would backcountry camp, like where you hike out 5 miles and camp. Yeah.
You know what sounds like the opposite of fun to me? Is hiking a long amount of distance. Just
5
to go
miles
fucking
with a bunch of gear on your back and,
no interest.
But, you feel safe when you have like a weapon with you and you have a GPS or you have a satellite phone or something like that. Or now Starlink. Yeah. You can take Starlink out with you and have internet anywhere in the world. That is such a great invention.
Honey, do you want to go?
It's cheap.
Do you want to go hike for 5 fucking miles and then go camping? I'm like, yeah, we could do that, or we can go to Nobu. Right? You like sushi?
Exactly. There you go. I would choose that now.
Every time. 100%.
Dude, I'm telling you,
100%.
I don't think camping, I just don't think it's for me.
Yeah.
I do want my son to be able to enjoy that. And if my daughter was interested, maybe she would want it. But it's just so dangerous.
Just
the missing children thing,
guards.
The 411 thing is its own animal. Then you have actual animals out there that are just, if they come across you, they just are going to slaughter you for what? For nothing.
Yeah.
It's just gross. So like in this case, so it was a 9-year-old son that survived. So he's 9. He'll remember all of this.
That sucks.
Probably.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, GL said a guy fell off the face side of the mountain, and that's the only reason we've seen them, because he was flashing SOS.
Yeah, he got lucky. I've heard these horrible stories where people get trapped in between rocks, and that's
dude,
it.
like
just
127 hours. That's the worst thing ever.
Like their foot gets.
Oh, you just got to chop your own fucking arm off, dude. Cool. It shows will
you can't
to live.
even reach. If sometimes you can't. Like your foot gets stuck in between these boulders and you can't even get to it. You're just
nightmare. It's a nightmare.
And you're sitting there screaming, running out of food and water for days. You can't fall asleep, right? You're right, because you're standing, but you're stuck. And I've heard way too many stories like that. So
nightmare.
Not only do you, so you have that too. There's just so many things you got to take into account. Just be prepared. Like the Boy Scouts say.
Watch your step. Have good flashlights and lighting. Have bright colored clothing. Have a satellite phone. Have a whistle. Have a gun. Have a flare gun.
Right? Yeah.
Just don't go.
Or just don't
go.
Have a helicopter fly you over.
Yeah. Oh, honey. Look at those. Those are fucking some nice trees
nature
over there. Yeah. Beautiful.
Or get a big group of a bunch of like pipe hitting MFers just have as much gear and people around you as possible so that you guys can watch.
That's
each
the only way
back.
you let your daughter go camping. She's like, Daddy, this isn't fun with all these 15
with these
men.
armed guards. Yeah, you hire like Blackwater guys. Take you camping.
Yeah. Hey, Bullet, can you move so I can see the tree?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no. I'd be like, you listen to Bullet.
Yeah.
Bullet's got your best interest at heart.
Yeah. Bullet's looking out for you, sweetie.
But this poor family strangled, shot, stabbed, like
Jesus,
used all the things they could.
Yeah, all the weapons.
And just the little guy is the only one who made it. And this one I think is an unsolved. So
no,
yeah, just a random act of insanity,
of insane violence
in Iowa.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Not to
that
me.
Tracks.
To me, I was like, Iowa, like you're not even safe there. Where are you? You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna be safe anywhere,
baby.
a campground in Iowa. There's nothing.
I know you'd think, right?
You would think.
All right, ready? What movie is this from?
Go ahead.
And it's really just the cadence you have to focus on. And took the life of this great man. Do you know who that is?
It makes it rings a bell.
And it's been 8 years since he took the life of this great man.
Yeah.
It's at the beginning of a fucking fantastic movie.
I know it, but
in a great trilogy. It's the final chapter of a great trilogy. And took the life of this great man. I'm probably wearing eyeliner.
Ooh, what?
I'm the only actor in the world that probably wearing eyeliner and everything. He's not that famous.
I was thinking of the guy from Twilight when you said eyeliner.
Which guy from Twilight?
The main guy.
Robert Pattinson?
Yeah.
Plays a version of this character that this movie is about.
That's funny. I was going to say, is it Rising?
Yeah, Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, Rises, because they do that big funeral thing in the beginning, or where they pay homage to...
for the Dent Act.
For Two-Face.
8 years ago, when Batman
took the life of
that
this
criminal, took the life of this great man, and he points to the picture. Yeah. He just says it in a very
I've
weird way.
been lying this whole time, and I can't live.
I'm Gary Oldman, and I am a liar.
Yeah. And so I resign as your commissioner.
Do you accept his resignation?
Yeah. And do you accept his resignation?
We're here. We're in front of you.
Yeah.
So good.
The trials will be held. Courts will be convened.
And then it's Scarecrow's the judge. And he's like, if you think we're going out on the ice, you got another thing coming.
I love that.
Yeah. And he's like, okay, so death then. Death by exile. So good.
Scarecrow's even in the second one where he's doing that deal or whatever, and he's like, "That's not him." Yeah,
that's more like it.
That's more like it. Just those few minutes of him.
He's great.
So good. Oh, he's great.
When and then he like rips the mask off him.
Inception.
He's
what
like,
a great. I mean, he kills it.
But Cillian Murphy, when he's like, what does he say when he rips the mask off him? He's like, that's what it is. The Batman impersonator's like, we're trying to help. He's like, I don't need help.
Yeah.
And Scarecrow's like, that's not my diagnosis.
Because he's a psychologist.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's the end of my true crime horror stories for camping. Take what you will from those stories. Protect yourselves. Be safe out there.
Yeah.
Because the real world is the scariest. That's where the real scary stuff comes from.
But you know what else is scary?
Tell me.
The paranormal.
I love the paranormal more because it can't strangle and shoot you in your
it doesn't
tent.
hurt little girls hopefully
right,
Jesus
exactly.
Christ.
Yeah, if anything, it just scares them.
Yeah
And it might even be
pulls you under your bed.
or subconscious.
Yeah, it's their own damn fault.
A plasmoid projection, light projection.
Yeah, plasmoid. I was gonna say that too. Yeah. It's the same.
It would make sense, and that's how we would be able to capture them with these cyclotrons.
Coolest word?
Yeah.
Of this great man. Oh, dude, this chick has a great butt.
So let's do. Show me some scary stuff because we got into some brutal stuff.
Scares, baby.
Now let's see the scary paranormal stuff.
Oh, I just want to show you this
stuff
girl's
is
butt.
Exciting for me.
Haven't seen or heard anything.
She has a
It's
really
getting
nice
kind
butt.
of late. Did you see that thing?
You might have to full
Being
screen
in the
it.
middle of nowhere makes spotting things in the dark difficult. Luckily, she'd brought night vision trail cameras to record everything.
No, all right, let's really. Where's the video?
That's not the video.
No.
Just wanted to show them.
No, I have a few.
He was relaxing on his porch.
Oh, where's my big one? Oh, I think this is it.
Since 2017,
No,
a
this ain't it.
YouTuber named
There was an
Phil has been
Aerosmith
uploading.
album named Big Ones.
What's up?
There was an Aerosmith album named Big One.
I remember.
Big Ones. Well, that's a great title.
Wasn't that their greatest hits album?
I don't know.
Maybe.
I thought it
Probably,
was
who
its own
knows?
album. Yeah, I don't think it's a greatest hits.
Oh, yeah, but I remember that one.
But that's
And it has the
genius as a greatest
Aerosmith.
hits title.
No, it is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it had the Aerosmith thing on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where is
Blue.
my video?
Yeah. Bro.
Okay, hold on. Here it is. Here it is. This great man. Okay, here it is. Ooh, dude. Okay. Oof. Shit. So let's start. I mentioned the one about the dog. Remember earlier?
Yep.
So the dog saved possibly the life of this great man.
This great man. Yeah.
It's my favorite cadence in the world.
He's a war hero. This is peacetime.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give it
yeah.
the full
So
24
good.
hours, I think.
The mayor's getting rid of. Anyway, no more Dark Knight Rises.
Do you accept?
There's no one over there. Have you seen someone? I'm not. There's actually a well just where I'm parked. You go down this little track, and there's a well with a big metal bar on it. And originally I was going to go and park there, and I saw the well instantly.
Bro, nope.
Yep.
Nope.
That's Samara's house.
Scared the out of me for like a month. I didn't sleep properly.
Did you hear what he said?
So yeah, I'm
the
not
well
staying
scared
there.
him?
He said it reminds him of the movie The Ring.
Oh, that's funny.
Which scared the shit out of him and he didn't sleep for a month.
While
after
exploring
that.
nearby,
While you were
he found
saying,
an old abandoned well that reminded him of the creepy movie The Ring.
Literally. So funny you
That
said
night,
that at the
he
same
heard
time he was
strange
saying it.
moaning noises coming from the woods. When he went to check it out, the sounds stopped near the old well. Out of nowhere, a girl dressed in monk-like clothing
Stop it.
appeared.
Bro.
Please.
I'm seriously freaked out now.
Yeah.
A minute ago I could hear like really
Fair.
loud moaning, like
The
booming
worst.
across the mountains. So I've come down to where I could hear it. I got to this old well, and it stopped.
They're like, what the
that thing's
fuck?
wild freaky.
Oh, well.
It's like some out of the
Oh,
ring.
well.
Time to
But
move
just
on.
as soon as I got here,
Oh,
just from
well.
over there's no track or anything. It's just wood. This girl appeared, dressed like kind of like a monk, no shoes, and no hair. So I said,
Oh.
No
her, and
hair.
She
It was the ancient one.
Asked if she was okay, but she
Yeah.
didn't
Who are
respond
you
then.
in
She
this
just
fast
carried on walking.
multiverse?
So I carried on a bit and then thought I better double check. Went to go and find her again. She's gone. So up that way, that's where my van is, and that goes to the road. But down where she went that way, there's nothing, and there's nothing for miles.
So it's a woman
Where
walking
did she go?
around.
Near an old well
I'm
in the
gonna
middle of
leave.
nowhere
Where there's
with
nothing.
no vehicle.
Despite
and no
searching
hair.
for her, she disappeared. The man's dog, usually friendly, seemed unsettled and avoided the girl.
Dogs are
Later,
smart.
he captured this. A white figure walking in the
Yep.
distance.
Nope.
Yep.
The unsettling encounter convinced him
Yeah.
to leave the
Nope.
forest
Get the fuck
right
out of here.
away.
Let's go.
The identity of the mysterious girl remains
that.
unknown,
See her?
They got her?
as is the reason
Oh.
why not everyone is subscribed. This camper chose to spend the night alone in an old abandoned factory that people said
Terrible
was
idea.
haunted.
Yeah.
After
Don't
setting up his
do
tent
that,
and
maybe.
What
lighting a
happens in normal
bonfire,
campsites?
this happened.
Yeah.
Psych
You're going to
out.
a haunted one? Stupid asshole. Bruh. I wouldn't be cool with that.
He heard a strange noise coming from the dark behind him.
Oh,
he
the
pointed his
face
flashlight
talks in
toward
this
the
corner.
sound,
I didn't notice that till just
and
now.
what he saw
Oh, that is funny.
was
that funny?
downright terrifying.
Hello. Hello there, love. And me.
Get away from my well.
What'd you say?
I said, get away from my well.
Yeah. No, you can see it. He brightens it up. You can see it better in a second.
good.
But legit,
Oh.
this thing.
A shadowy figure quickly moves away. In April
Could you have
2020,
seen it?
a young guy named Noah,
Well, let's get you. Maybe this time you can see it over here.
a shadowy figure quickly moves away.
You didn't see that?
In April
Yeah.
2020,
Creepy.
a young guy named Noah went truck camping in the Sun River Forest in Oregon. He was driving along the road when he spotted a promising spot and decided to drive his truck deep into the woods.
These are bad ideas.
That
These are
night,
bad ideas.
Noah was woken up by strange noises outside. As he listened closely, he realized the sounds were footsteps.
Oh.
Noah grabbed his GoPro camera and started recording to capture what was
There's
going
a camera
on.
and a pistol. He's like, "Whoa."
Yeah. Go, yeah.
I'm sleeping in the back of my truck right now. I don't even know
Dude,
what time
listen
it is.
to this shit.
And there's someone walking around my truck
It's the Predator.
right now. If you can hear that, it's pretty loud.
It's the Predator.
Yeah, that's the predator noise.
He's been walking around for like
Tell me what you would do if this happened, though. Wait.
minutes already. I don't really know what to do. I'm a little freaked out right now. And it's like pitch black outside. And like, this doesn't make any sense because I parked somewhere where you can see no one was on that road. Wait,
Is that a
touching my
whisper?
truck. How am I supposed to get away?
It's making noise.
Yeah, yeah.
He's literally knocking.
Oh, it's trying to get in. Yeah.
He's literally knocking on my truck.
Would you
What's that
shit?
crazy sound?
The canopy, the back door's locked. I can never been so scared before ever.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think there's anyone in here.
I would shit.
Yeah. Hello there.
Do you accept this resignation?
I know you're in there.
In a chilling story,
No one
two
knows what
bow
happened to
hunters
that
faced
kid.
something
What?
they could hardly
That footage
believe.
was found, yeah.
It was found?
Yeah.
Or
in
uploaded?
that guy's truck. And they uploaded
Their
Oh,
adventure.
that's
Who knows
They
what happened.
placed a camera outside their tent, hoping to catch footage
Terrible.
of animals in their natural surroundings. Out of nowhere,
Dude.
the camera recorded something.
Real quick, let's get back to this video, but I want to show you one terrifying thing.
Waiting for the bipedal
This great man.
More terrifying.
Check this out.
What happens next is downright terrifying.
Me and my cousin took a hike in the middle of the night.
That means that we're close.
And what we found was the most
Can't see
terrifying
the city
thing
anymore,
I've
but-
ever witnessed.
That AI voice is so funny.
Yeah.
And then the one that I love is the guy's one. When a
That
man
everybody
went
uses,
walking
yeah.
down the
Yeah,
road. Yeah. Yeah, it's the best.
Yeah.
Like, I'll read one of
I always think it's the same channel, and then I realized, oh, this is a voice.
Because it's so good. It's like really, it sounds
Yeah.
very natural. Just get a nice ass. That's great. I read that like that. Just get a nice ass cabin. Build with all the good shit. Iowa is not too far from me. That's my impression. Of
That's
it.
good.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
That sounds like it.
Yeah, a little bit, right?
Yeah.
All right, check this out, man. Tell me what you would do if you saw this.
Dude.
Okay.
Did you hear that?
Did you see it?
Yeah.
You didn't hear that.
Did you hear?
There's something under there. Bro.
Are they on a bridge or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, please don't go down there.
Oh, wait.
Oh my gosh. Dude, hold on. Let me go first. Let me go first.
Hold on. Let me go
Yeah.
first.
Instead of a
All right. Yeah. No props.
I'm going first.
Yeah. Hold on. Did you hear that? I'll go first. Dude,
I have
check
the
this
camera.
out. Check this out.
Some bizarre pale humanoid shape can be seen lurking in the darkness of the sewer tunnel. The two hikers just make a run for it.
If you
Isaiah
saw
posted his
that,
spooky
dude.
experience to TikTok, and
It's
the video
like,
instantly went
a
viral.
skinwalker
But
or
many
what- yeah.
viewers
That's what all the
cannot
viewers
handle
said.
a strange sudden cut at the end of the video. So Isaiah posted an update to explain.
So let me just explain something. I actually film on 3 different apps at a time to film my videos. Last night, I was trying to film everything on Snapchat. So whenever I recorded, whatever I recorded,
Check it out, though.
I wasn't gonna just sit there and record it because
Called not a
I was running for my life.
Yeah,
Okay,
seriously.
and I'm not trying to be funny about this. Literally, I was puking. Like, I mean, open to
Cool, sweetheart. All right, get to the
screenshot and more terrified in
Look
my
at that
entire life. I
shit.
can't even look at this picture right now. For you guys saying that it was like a friend.
That's him. That's it.
Oh, what are
Zoomed
those
in
called?
enhanced.
Yeah, that's scary.
Rakes.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
I know. That's because they say in this video, all of his viewers thought it was either a skinwalker or a wraith.
Oh, right. Yeah.
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 Decide.
Let me just tell you,
Yeah.
I've never been more terrified in my.
Is it real or just an elaborate hoax?
Or just you
always, decide. Yeah. You know what the best game to play with Nukes is guess what he's gonna say, like, and then what happened next was
terrifying,
completely chilling, and you're like, damn it.
Yeah.
Because you always try to guess it. Is he gonna say chilling and terrifying?
And what happened next did not go well.
Yeah, exactly. And so you got to guess which one of
He's
the
an AI at this point.
I
Like
swear,
he probably just
I
does
swear.
drops.
Well, and what happened next was
he just has
voice.
drops.
Yeah. The editors don't even use him anymore.
He's
Nuke's
gone.
been dead
He's
for
retired.
years. Yeah. And what happened next was truly terrifying. They use the AI voice. Anyway, all right, back to the spooks.
My entire life. I can't even look at this picture right now. Before you guys saying that it was like a friend.
So then they went back to the campsite, or they went back there to camp to see if anything
Smart.
happened. Yeah, a couple of geniuses.
Okay, that's actually kind of creepy. Like, hope he doesn't jump out to scare me. Brock, please don't scare me.
Who's Brock?
Oh my god. So he's got this terrible lighting.
That was actually the greatest thing. That was so Signs.
Yeah, the alien.
The alien, they're making fun of Signs. What was that? Whatever it's
He
called.
doesn't jump out to scare me.
Scary movie.
Brock, please don't scare
Scary
me.
Movie 3.
Oh my god. So he's got this terrible lighting.
Dude, you know what's so great? Real quick.
Yeah.
In Scary Movie 3, it shows, it's like, and it's Jeremy Piven is the newscaster. He's like, this next video is very disturbing, and it shows the horse like shitting.
Yeah.
And then it shows the alien walk by, and he said, but then he says, and let's watch that again, and it's the alien walking the other way this time. It's so dumb.
They change it every time.
Yeah.
It's great. It's different dogs.
Yeah. Stupid. The dog's humping. Yeah, so dumb. It's genius though.
Yeah.
Let's watch that again.
brilliant.
So it just walks the other way.
Horrific.
Yeah. So good. So good.
But we're literally showing the land. Dude, oh hell no.
So they go camping.
Walking the other way.
And they don't see. Yeah.
So
genius.
we're back at camp. We didn't really get anything. We've been
And they
out
don't
here
get
since,
anything.
Yeah.
So they think.
Yeah.
But they actually did capture something.
Capture much of anything that night. Or at least that's what they thought.
I told you.
Because did you see it?
You know where we are?
Oh, footsteps.
Dude, oh hell no.
Bro, there's someone lurking there.
Right after they
There's
hear
a lurker.
footsteps, someone or something can be
These
seen
are the
lurking
people
through
that are killing the
trees,
people in the
hiding
tents.
in the
Straight up.
dark.
Who's out there?
So,
why are they out
Why?
there?
Yeah,
That's why they're
exactly.
out there.
Some kind of strange creature.
They're out there to look for victims.
Straight up. Look at that. Why? Answer me and look at what. Tell me what the fuck that is.
And those guys, if I was like one of those psychos, I'd be like, yeah, I'm not dealing with all that.
What?
The cameras and the lights.
Oh,
And
yeah,
they're
yeah.
young. Like, they're probably able to like put up a fight. and-
Yeah, I'm not gonna deal with that.
Yeah, they're not going to
I'm
sleep.
not gonna take the life of
You could tell
this
they're
great
like,
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably all
Yeah.
wasted. And
Yeah,
like, yeah.
and they're like ghost hunting, so they're gonna be up all night. They're not like trying
Right.
to fucking go
There's
to bed.
cameras everywhere,
So I'm
yeah.
not gonna murder them, I guess. Blah.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's if you go camping, pretend you're ghost hunting and don't go to sleep.
That's not camping. You got to go to sleep at some point, and that's when they get you.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
That sounds.
They sell locks for them, but guess what? You just cut the side of the fucking
Yeah,
tent.
but guess
Nobody-
what? It's
yeah.
made out of fucking
Right.
paper machine.
It's even happened where people have been stabbed through the tents. They don't
dude,
even open it.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
That's like the most bullshit crime ever.
Yeah, it's
like
messed
you
up.
just stab the head where they're like head lace.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's it.
Oh, what evidence do we have? None.
Yeah.
We don't
And if
have
it's a
anything.
complete random act,
Yeah.
what do you do? Where do you start?
Yeah.
You look for derelicts in the area. like,
Yeah.
You know?
Did you see something? No. I hope you're telling the truth. Did you see something? No.
I'm the guy. Like,
Yeah.
Usually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw something, and then the guy just lies and fucking throws your
Right,
investigation off. Yeah. You know that senator that's running? It's like,
Yeah.
I have to look into this, but I'm certain it's nonsense.
He's wearing a sign that says something.
At the end is nigh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like, fuck, man. This
Oh,
guy.
I know what happened to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a sinner.
Yeah. Oh, God. The baby killer. It's like, oh, we don't even know what that means.
Yeah,
Where's he even
well,
going? Is he pro-choice? We don't
We
know
have
what
to
that
take a
means.
statement, though.
Yeah. Let's bring him back.
Rogers, come here. Take a statement.
Yeah. No, thank you, please.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll tell Rogers everything. Starting in
Yeah.
1986. No. All right. So let's see. We got
a Sasquatch.
Stupid.
They're always lurking around these parts.
Okay. Well,
That's why I live up here.
That's why I moved here in '77.
I've been trying to find this
Speaking
Sasquatch
of.
for 20 years.
Yeah. All right. Hold on. Back to the scares.
So I'm just sleeping. What? Man. What could that even be?
Yeah, hold on. The audience didn't get to see that.
There's no answers there.
No. That's just like,
what?
Sorry. Yeah. You're done.
Okay, let's examine this thing.
So wait, it's for sure someone running and then someone behind him also running like this?
So it's like when they did those DNA experiments on Peter Parker.
Yeah,
to try
exactly.
to create new Spider-Man
That's what
clones.
It's the Spider-Man.
Doc Ock was using his DNA and it's doppelganger.
Yeah. Or it's like a human centipede thing.
You think it's more than one person?
Well, potentially.
How are they moving in such sync?
In such sync,
right? Like the crawling is so.
Yeah, no, it's good crawling if it was multiple people. Wait, do we even see crawling? No, not really. That was just your imagination.
It does look like a Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Right.
Spider-Man.
Okay. It looks like a Spider-Man.
Makes spotting things in the dark difficult. Luckily, she'd brought night vision trail cameras to record everything. And when she scrubbed through the footage,
Luckily.
she found what she'd been looking for.
For all of us.
Yeah. She used this angle. Yeah. Of this great ass.
I don't know what that thing.
The chances of finding a man running like that in the middle of the night.
Could you fucking imagine, dude?
And that was no animal either.
Could you imagine?
Her life was in danger.
Anything
You
like
hear
that
something.
creature
You scrub through the
before, it's
footage,
just ripping through.
and you see someone running in the middle of the forest, in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. I gotta go. This is insane. I gotta shut this.
Yeah.
Witness a nerve-wracking series of events as two friends go camping in the Appalachian Mountains
The
and stumble
Appalachians.
upon some
Don't
of the
do
most
it,
terrifying
people.
things ever recorded on camera. While most of their trek was uneventful, things started to get a little
That's just
wacky as
them
they
like
explored
running.
what's seemed
Like
to be an
just,
abandoned
that's how they like run. Go 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 go. That's just how they camp
destroyed
or how they
buildings and
hike.
weren't afraid to let their presence be known.
What did you see?
Everything.
Bro, there's a feral person. What do you mean there's a feral person? What did you see?
Feral?
The feral people followed them throughout the
The
day,
feral people.
almost as if waiting for the right moment to
But check
strike.
this out though, for real
And
though.
at nightfall, they were ready to hunt.
Fuck you.
They're like.
They're surrounded by
native
just
tribes.
people. Yeah.
Were sprinting,
It's like the
desperately
beginning
trying
of
to find a safe shelter. But when they thought
Spider
things
Woman.
were
What's
about
that
to calm
stupid
down,
Miss Spider?
feral people
What's that terrible movie that just came out?
Madame
Web. Yeah. The spider people in the forest.
Oh yeah, you're right. They do have spider people.
I didn't even see the movie. I know. What's
that?
Ultimately, the sun saved these folks as the feral people had to return to their caves.
I love that they're just going with the narrative of like feral people are a fucking thing that's actually real.
Yeah, that's a thing.
The ferals.
That night, I knew I could never leave.
Yeah.
That's what it was. The feral people.
Have you
that's
seen the
big...
ferals? Yeah.
Yeah.
And their leader, Will Ferrell. Anyway, that's all we got. No sleep month, dude.
Yeah, don't go camping.
Don't go camping.
But
Don't
you
join the
should.
military. Don't go hike or to hotels.
Yeah.
Don't go.
Contacting the dead.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's probably one more.
Yeah. Be safe.
And be safe.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Comment. I want all the camping stories.
From Jared.
Comment. Tell us your camping horror stories. We told you ours. Let us know if you know anybody that's been in this situation.
Yeah.
Anyone that you know that's gone missing under mysterious circumstances. Put it in there. Put it in the chat. Put it in the comments. Please share the video. It helps us so much.
Yes.
We see a huge percentage of people that watch the show aren't subscribed to the show. So please
Change
subscribe.
that.
It helps us a ton. So thank you for that.
Yeah, it does. We just want to get the content out to more people because we think if a lot of people watch it, they probably enjoy it.
I think
just
so
like
too.
you guys do. So
Yeah.
thank you so much. We love you and we appreciate you. It's been no sleep month and it's been a fun one. And so we're gonna get back to a lot. We have a lot of cool topics that we've had in our back pocket that we haven't been able to get to because we've had to do all the spooky, cool, scary stuff. But next week we're back to our old ways. And it's
That's true. It's the end of No Sleep Month. It's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun.
There it is.
It's been scary.
It has.
Yeah.
And but so back to the usual suspects next week. So we'll see you then. We appreciate you. We love you. You're the best. You're the bee's knees. You're the catch PJs.
Yeah.
And we will see y'all on that flippity flop. Later, skaters!